Hello all, welcome back. It's PH Picker. Today I'm going to be making submission here to Loto Lock Tuesdays. This is a lock I got from Bixfix. Not certain on the brand. It's a safety lockout. It also says that on the lock here, so maybe that's the brand. I'm not real sure, but this is a slider lock, as you can tell on the bitting on here. And the neat thing about this lock, pretty neat, is it's guttable. So if I get this open here pretty quick, we'll get it. I've opened this a couple times, just practicing around with it a little bit. It's not super hard. Hardest thing is just kind of figuring out where to tension it at. And so far I found the best is where these little pegs are up here for the sliders to go this way, and when the key goes in there, they go that way. So, and that's where the opening part of the shackle is. So I'm just going to kind of put this Z bar in, the slim one, and I'm going to shove them up in there a little bit, and I'm going to put some tension on it. And at the same time, you could probably use all kinds of different picks for this and everything. This little pegs for the wafers are going to shove this down a little bit. So I've found I'm just going to use a flag here to kind of push these down and kind of pick it. I'm sure there's different ways to pick this, numerous different ways. I'm sure it could be raked. See how I pushed down that first pin, it's already come down quite a bit. Now these, I believe these got 3 different slider types on them, little wafers there, and there's kind of a medium, a low, and a high, and I believe they are 30 thousandths difference in each one of them, and we'll be able to see that as soon as I get this pegged. The tension don't have to be super hard on this, but you have to keep, just enough. Like I said, sometimes it's kind of hard to get down in there. So once that Z bar starts dropping, so that's why I came up with the idea of the pick. That way I can roll it if I need to and just kind of get it in there at an angle. Like I said, I'm sure I've seen people use broken picks to do this, and even I do have some broken picks, but none of them's like real slim. They always kind of they broke at the kind of the thicker part, I guess you could say, which is kind of unusual, but they're cheap Chinese picks, which I think is kind of typical, but kind of odd where they broke at, I guess you could say. It's just really a matter of getting it all down in the correct places. These go down in there quite far, actually, so just got to get them all down in there just right. Nothing super duper hard about it, but it could take you a little bit of time. And of course, as we all know, a lot of locks are camera size sometimes. There's that last one. I'd like to try to get that last one. The last time I did this at the last, I popped it open, but apparently I've got another one or two up here. There you go. It's open. So anyway, as you can see, it's got a dead shackle. The lock, if I remember correctly, the key is retaining. So anyway, let's get this gutted. And I've never gutted this, so it's got a Phillips down there. Let's hope. I think sometimes I use just a little bitty straight. I don't think that's got to work. I've got some little bitty. See if that works a little bit better. Maybe. If it ain't in there too tight. Yeah, these are fun little pick. Oh, there we go. Yep. And they're fairly tight. Okay, I think maybe that came out. Not quite. Get a little penetrate here too. Don't get to get a lot of these. I see a lot of people got them. Okay, I think it's in there, so I'm going to kind of just shove it. There we go. Yep. Not quite out. Okay, maybe. Here we go. Like I said, I've never got the. I've seen one person getting it. It's definitely down in there a little bit. There we go. And that's what's holding her together. Ball bearings. There's the spring. The ball bearings are down in there, and they will come right out. I'll have to put that in there. The actuator's plastic, feels like. Of course, a lot of stuff on these is plastic. There it is right there. Yeah, that's just really light plastic, which really doesn't have to be anything more than that. Ball bearings. Okay. And let's push this out. So there we go. Nice little core. Very interesting. This looks like a shell around here. So I wonder, there's probably a little, looks like a little piece in here that keeps that together. Not certain. I can get that out with a screwdriver here, a smaller one. I think that's what looks like it holds it in there. Not certain. Yeah, something's holding it in there for sure. It looks like a little brass C-clip here that's down in there a ways. Let me see if we can, maybe if you lock it up a certain way. It's my fault for not. Okay, that's locked back up. Alright. Trying to see if the best way to get this little bugger out of here. This little shell. There's got to be a little pin or something. I see some little piece of brass, little moon piece of brass here. And I don't think, well, yeah, that's probably a wafer. So, how do you come out? Let's try it different ways. As you can see, the shell comes out a little bit here more. It's probably a lot simpler than what I'm thinking. Just not certain. Well, I'll shut this off and pause it, and I'll go have a look-see real quick how to get this. Okay, sorry about that. That wasn't too hard. Once you figured out that little, what that little brass piece is, you got to get a little bitty shim here. Hopefully this is actually an extra wafer, and you got to kind of shim that down, and that will push it out, just like so. So, whoops. Be careful here, and of course there went another one. Okay, no big deal. All right, anyway, that's pretty neat. All right, that's an actual, and this is that very far back, what keeps that in. And I might have lost a little spring there, but I'll find it. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It goes that way, I believe, in the core. Yeah. And then, well, actually, no, it goes the other way, I believe. Anyway, there's a spring right here. And right there it is. Might be a little spring on, no, there's just a spring on one side. So that fits down in there, and that's what holds that plug in there. So let me get let's not lose that little spring. Okay. So I'm just going to lay these out. This one right here belongs back here in this back slot, and that's the actual slider itself. So I'll just kind of fit that in here for now. We'll start with one. Now, okay, what these have got is, okay, that was the first side. Okay, and then this is the right behind it, and we'll do it like that. And maybe you could see. Okay, so this would be the second, and then the third behind it. Okay, and then this is in the third slot, and that's behind it. The fourth slot, this one's in front, and this one's in the back. Okay, and then the fifth slot right here is front, back, and the sixth slot, this is the back, and this is the front. Okay, and there's what the core looks like when you take all of that out. And as you can see, there's little springs in there on each side, and I am not going to take those little springs out. I'm just going to leave them in there. Okay, anyway, let's get a little close up here of this. Pretty neat little mechanism. So it's 5 sliders, and as you can see on the key here, as it goes in, of course, all these sliders, these little pegs on the outsides, these actually should be, make it more realistic. I guess you could have them sideways, and you can tell a little bit better, but of course those ravel up, and there's little depths on that key, and it depends on if it's short, medium, or long, and how all this works. And like right here is, I think this would be a long one, because there should be 30 thousandths in between here and there, and like in between this one and this one, which that's actually upside down. This one would be a short one. As you could see, this one, there's 30 thousandths between this side and this side. And a medium one, let's find a medium one. That's the same thing. This right, I think this is a medium one right here. Nope, that's a long one. Right here might be a medium. Nope. Okay. Well, I was pretty sure that there should be some mediums and longs, or some mediums in these, but these are all short or long. Now, I know that in some of these LOTO sliders, that some of them are medium. Maybe that's a short one. That's the long side. That's the long side, short side, long, short. Same thing, same. But anyway, this would be 30 thousandths, and this would be 60 thousandths. 60 thousandths, 30 thousandths. And that's how the difference in the key depth, how it goes in and out. So anyway, kind of neat. Thought I'd show that to you. And anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. This is be my first LOTO Tuesday, so it's a long one, but it included a gut. So anyway, take care. See y'all.